guess I look wild. Hello everybody, all my lovelies. Happy Saturday. Hey Janice. Hope you're having a good afternoon. Hey Nikki. Hey Paparette. Hey Mandy. Mandy, I'm going to talk about you in just a little bit. I hope that's okay. Hey Kaylee. Hey Surfer Rosa. Let It Snowflake. There you are again. Such a cool name. Teresa. Surfer Rosa. I'm not sure if I said your name. Kaylee Riddle. Hey Debbie. I'm listening while driving, visiting my family in Virginia for the weekend. Wonderful. You're not too far from me. Oh, you can probably guess. It's not a bad thing, but I just want to stick up for you. Live in Snow Country. Where are you, Let It Snowflake? Oh, good, Suzanne. Well, hey Regina. Hey Linda. Hey Jillian. You are my beautiful ray of sunshine. How is Scotland today? Is Scotland cold right now? I just picture it being cold all the time. But I would love to visit it. I know, exactly. Let It Snowflake said, the poor Mandy, I see her name in every chat. You're in Buffalo. Okay, cool. Well, that's what I wanted to talk about. And I don't know, Let It Snow, if you have been around for a long time or if you're new to me. That name is new to me. So the fact that you noticed that, I think is very interesting. No idea what's going on lately. I've been watching lots of artists instead. Well, I think that's beautiful. I think there's nothing wrong with that. And I do want to mention some really great YouTubers that I've been really watching and loving. After I talk about some bad YouTubers. Hey Ricky, how are you doing, honey? Oh yeah, the fake cry. The fake cry, the fake laugh. I have to address it. I have to address it. I can't mod at the moment. Okay, so it's all on you, Jillian. Well, my computer, I dropped it over at my sister's, who is more computer savvy than I am. And hopefully she's going to try to take a look at it because I need it for something pretty important that if it comes through, I'll share with y'all. Hey, Rebecca. I'm good. I'm good. I hope you are. The fake laugh. Yeah, you know, I don't want to give her any undue attention or credit, but I just feel like in general, I've talked to several people in the past few days who feel the same way I do, that that particular person now has been lying since day one. But people that we thought we knew and loved and trusted, you know, how many of you have felt total betrayal by somebody that you trusted on YouTube, that you thought they were one person and they turned out to be a totally different person? I'm just finding that it seems like everybody is having that same experience, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Honest to God, I'm really what you see, what you get, and probably everybody's going to say that. People were giving her over $1,000 in PayPal money today. Well, that's fine, you know, to each their own, but I am going to talk about that. You two, it's just disgusting. And I know that the internet, YouTube specifically, attracts people who are homebound and maybe don't have the best, you know, you could be anybody on YouTube. You could be anybody. And just like catfish, you can create your own persona, your own image, and unless somebody really calls you out on it and pursues you, hey Michelle, hey Tori, then, you know, it's your little fantasy life. Okay, that fulfills a need. I mean, sometimes it's dangerous and sometimes it hurts other people. And I know that I've been hurt recently, as well as a lot of other people, by somebody that I really cared about and trusted, that once you lie, it's like, well, what else did you lie about? And I can't really trust you again. I don't think our relationship was ever, not that our relationship wasn't real, but it was based on lies. And I just can't go with that. And I tell you what, I've said this before, when I was, you know, in my active addiction, I was, oh, Rennie, your necklace is getting caught in my, basically, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. I have said, you know, I can spot a liar a million miles away because I've been there, I've done that. So I'm kind of surprised I didn't spot this one until later, you know what I'm saying? But I don't have a lot of patience for that. I really don't. Good for you. Said you never lied to a single one of you. So you all can feel free to share anybody that you, or not, you know, you don't have to call any names out, but people or experiences that you've had where you felt let down. And it's the worst feeling. It's the worst feeling. You feel like a family member is no longer there, or that you can't trust anymore. It's terrible. And I don't think at the time the people who are lying realize that they are going to hurt that many people. And that, exactly. Aunt Mimi says, TT is a con artist, pathetic scammer. Well, I do want to talk about her just briefly, because I don't watch a lot of her at all, but I did watch her, I think it was the Get Ready With Me, which was enough. I mean, I had enough material to go on for a long time. So I just want to address some of the lies, because I'm not assuming that any new subscribers to her are going to see this, but they might. And I think it's just important to lay a perspective, because all of us don't want to talk about her anymore. We don't want to give her attention. But at the same time, she is lying reel after reel after reel about me, Mandy, and multiple other people. And nobody's calling her on it anymore because they don't want to have to talk about her. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to, hey, Christy. I don't have to say who or what I've experienced. It really sucked. Well, I know. Yeah, Christy, you were the truest. You are the truest of the truest friends, and got kicked to the side. And now she has a whole new group of people. There's very few that, I don't think there's any that know her past, that really know, I'm talking back from January, February, that know where people are coming from. Yes, the other day in Shoot the Shit, they were calling me names, calling me special needs, and laughing and mocking me. Not one person who was a sub to me was in there and didn't say anything except one person. I'm sorry, Rebecca. I heard about that. I do not watch that at all, so I missed everything. But I heard about different things that happened. So, hey, Irish. So I just wanted to set a few things straight, in hopes that maybe, and really for no motive other than, I don't think it's fair for somebody to create a narrative and keep perpetuating it. And if nobody ever challenges it, then people accept it as fact. Does that make sense? So, people are tired of going against her and pointing out what the truth is. And I just felt like it's been a while since anybody has, and I specifically was irritated and wanted to, not clickbait her name or anything like that, but to discuss her and other people, because like I said, it's not like I was disappointed or the rug was pulled out from under me with her. The second I saw her, the second I saw her, it took 30 seconds for me to know back in February, that, whew, she's trouble. I didn't know the extent of it, but yeah, I hope you're feeling better. Please read my comment, Marla. Okay, Tori, hold on. If you watch you vlog and the other vlogs, you can feel totally that it is totally a calmer channel. I found TT out by watching TV and found you, Marla, because YouTube cued the next video. It was you. Oh, well, good. Thank you. It's a, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I just want to point out, I know it does grow quickly. I was just noticing that today. I can't even hold a curl in it anymore. It's so long. But thank you. I've been taking biotin. My hair, back when I was not taking care of myself, my hair is already thin, and it just, like, half of it fell out. It was terrible. So I've worked hard to try to grow it back. So thank you for saying that. About 5 minutes. That's how I feel about stomach, about 5 minutes. So I wrote down some notes because I tend to get distracted when I'm talking about things. So the first thing is about where she is living. Now, I don't begrudge her at all for saying that she lived in Myrtle Beach when she was not. She went back and forth on her story. That alone proves that she's a liar, but she said, oh, I'm going to have to move again, as if she already lives there. But then she said, oh, but I'm getting ready to move in. I just got approved. Well, are you living there or are you not? But I don't blame her for wanting to be ambiguous about where she lives, because anybody who has had people follow them, she has had pizzas delivered to her, and police and CPS and everything involved. So I can't blame her for that. But the whole how she interpreted Crystal, which I thought was beautiful, because I don't know if very many people saw Crystal's stream where she was saying how she applied for the house loan, to live in these apartments. She went and looked at them, and then somebody emailed her and said, this is the cuckoo of our town, which, Trisha has been run out of that town. Whether she left willingly or not, she cannot hold her head up in that town. She said it herself, that she's an embarrassment. It's a very small little island town, and people have already, even before Dr. Phil, were talking about how ridiculous she is. So, if I were her, I would want to leave too. So I can't blame her for that. What I can blame her for is the fact that she shows everything. She shows her floor plan. She shows when she's leaving. She shows when she's getting there. She shows what highway she's on. And people can see the signs, behind her as she passes them. So don't be surprised, and don't act like, I heard her say several times in the one stream that I watched, and they watch every stream. They watch everything I do. Well, why do you put it on video then? If you don't want people to see it, then why do you tape yourself? Are you taping it for your own benefit? Hey, Amber. Anyone who gives their PayPal out and thinks random donations are real will be really surprised when they see it's a PayPal scam. Yes, I want to talk about that. So, I just think, one of her major themes that is a problem is she doesn't want to accept consequences for her behavior. Never has. I don't think she ever will. She never says, oh, because I did this, I can kind of expect that this will happen. Never once. It's always like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Honey, if you put yourself out there, people are going to find out where you live. Had you not been on the internet showing every tiny little morsel of yourself, and I mean every tiny, then people are not going to know where you live. If you want to be anonymous, then you got to get off gotta not, or you could stream from a different location and make that, you know, where you want to be. But you just want so badly to be able to vlog every minute of your life with no consequences. And it's like some part of you has not matured. Your brain has not matured. So that's the first part. And to blame Crystal and talking about Crystal, I'm going to beat her ass, and I've got, you know, alluding to all these guns that she has. Come on, you were the first person. You drug Crystal into this scene. Crystal would have had nothing to do with YouTube or your channel or anybody else's channel had you not put a camera in her face on live stream and say, this is a bitch you don't want to mess with. So you said it yourself, honey. I think that we all can kind of tell where you're coming from, and that you aren't gonna, I mean, whatever. You know, maybe you will, maybe you won't. I don't think you have a lot of people behind you on that fight with her. She filmed Crystal. Crystal never vlogged until TT dragged her into this madness. Yes, and she was totally against it. She was like, "You are exploiting my job. I don't want." You know, she was very, very because she was mad at me at first. She was like, stop talking about me. Stop talking about my job. This is ridiculous. I didn't ask to be a part of this. This camera was shoved in my face. And then when she found out what was going on and was like, holy shit. It wasn't even about her. It was no different than anyone else participating in chats. Exactly, Christy. Exactly. When you defended yourself and then she cut you off completely, like you said, and I thought it was very beautiful. You know, Nikki Rev is in lots of chats I've seen defending herself or defending whoever it might be. And the fact that you came on is no different than somebody making a comment in a live stream. And you weren't talking shit about anybody. All you were doing is saying what your role was and how you felt. The spinning drama llama, that was the stream with Bless, I think, wasn't it? Bless's mess. Yeah, because Tamara was on there, Christy in the Carolinas was on there, and Miss De La Rue. Oh, God, she's crying now. I know. Nikki Rev's she's an interesting one. You lie down with dogs, you catch fleas. She's like hashtag obsessed. Seriously. But, okay. So, another thing is talking about Thanksgiving, which I hope everybody, you know, Thanksgiving, I've talked to many people. Everybody has like a family member or side of the family that they are kind of not looking forward to being with, or that family's not looking forward to being with them. Everybody has that. That's just family. But I don't, you know, Trisha's talking about cooking Thanksgiving dinner. Well, who's she cooking it for? She and Sean? Her kids want nothing to do with her. And I think it's so sad that this is the happiest we've ever seen her, and both her kids are removed. Her daughter's been taken by CPS, and, you know, very little contact, if any. And her son has said, I don't want anything to do with you. You chose YouTube over me. So it's going to be a lonely, lonely holiday. But maybe she likes it that way. Do you remember when she said about me, oh, no man, no children, how miserable is that going to be? Well, it seems like that's what she wants. That's what she's trying to create for herself, is a house away from her husband so she can be by herself, and she doesn't want her children. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Once again, everything she says, the opposite is true. And then she goes on saying, this is all just as, I just got this from this one stream, y'all, that she's getting new boobs for Christmas. Well, I think that's needed. All of us have said for a long time that those boobs be sagging. So, I think that's probably necessary. I don't think that breast implants last a lifetime. They're only meant to last, what, 10 to 15 years? But exactly, how does she afford boobs? I mean, if anybody remembers her bawling and squalling about last year and how Thanksgiving was horrible and she didn't get a single present at Christmas, neither did her children, because Sean went down with his family and blah, 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 and spent money on himself. Well, what the hell has changed between last year and this year? It just goes along with she makes a lot of empty promises. If people have been around for a while, you know that she's promised all these parties and giveaways when she gets to a certain sub amount. She said, at the middle of November, I'm doing a giveaway. Has anybody heard, hide or hair of that? It's just empty promise after empty promise. Now, if she starts her shop again, and or if she gets new boobs again, I swear to God, I will give her $100. Because she is just completely full of shit. And I think that she has intentions and wants to do that, but her carry through is non-existent. And it makes you, that's another piece of the liar. It's like nobody can count on you. Your word means nothing. No, she's a sex toy shop. Well, that whole video I heard about. I'm not going to body shame her. Truth be told, I'm glad to change bodies with her. Well, I'm not body shaming her. I hope that didn't come across that way. I'm just talking about, I don't think that that's going to really happen because boobs are really expensive, and she said for Christmas she got nothing. So, that's really none of my business. That's kind of petty, but I just thought it was interesting, and I think that Christy, I hope you agree with this. You might not, but I think that the importance that she places on her breasts is astronomically unproportional. And I can't imagine being her daughter and knowing that, oh, I've got to have big boobs to be important, to be feminine, to be attractive. Because, my God, how many times does she talk about her breasts and talk about how important they are? So that's what I was talking about, really, more than them getting replaced and whether she can afford them or not. Why is it so important? She talks about her boobs. She talks about every single time she has sex. Who does that? Y'all, who does that? Who does that? Get on. She did that, oh, I just had sex with Sean, and then get off for literally 30 seconds. Oh, we just did it again. Get off for 30 seconds. Oh, we just did it again. How can I get $5,000 for my teeth? Well, you can have a GoFundMe, Oh, I know. Out of respect for your husband, you wouldn't show off your boobs. Well, the boobs are more than boobs to her. They are her self-esteem factor. And I think that's so wrong when you have a daughter that you're raising. Her famous line that she says, if you don't like me, don't watch me. Well, we all know that's bullshit. That's a real nice, lovely packaged comment that sounds good, but in truth, in practice, it never happens. And we know it doesn't happen because Trisha watches every stream that has anything to do with her, and she strikes it. She strikes it because she doesn't want. We've seen proof of that, and she mimics a lot of people. I know she's mimicked me multiple times. So don't say that somebody is sending you a screenshot so that's how you know what's going on. No, these are things that you would have had to watch and carefully be able to observe yourself. And that's fine. That's fine. just like we and many other people are doing the same to you. Stop with the bullshit. Now, that's all I'm asking, is for everybody to stop with the bullshit. But she just happens to be at the top of the list, so I was starting with her. People are going to watch you not because there's something missing in their life and they're deprived. You know, that makes her feel better, because she was saying live in your big houses with the furniture you own and the cars you own. Like, that's a big deal. She thinks that that's like, oh, you own your own condo and you have your own car. And I assume she was talking about me, because, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But, oh, you're so much better than me. And I was like, those are just kind of baseline things. It's not that, like, extravagant. But anyway, she was saying, so if you're watching me, there's something wrong with you. Why aren't you doing something else? Well, most of the time when people are watching her, they are doing something else. And it's not because they're missing something in their life. It's because it's entertainment. She might be talking about you and you want to be able to know what's going on, whatever the reason may be. Now, she nauseates me, so I can only take a little bit of time. I had to kind of take myself in baby pieces to watch that. I didn't watch the whole stream. I kind of skipped around, but anyway, then she's having today, I guess, this telethon, which is a GoFundMe. There's absolutely no difference between, hey Tamra, between a GoFundMe and a telethon. It's the same purpose, the same reason. And if you've looked back in her history, Trisha's the queen of fundraisers. She loves to start a fundraiser. Now, she's never had any success. I mean, not a dime's worth of success with her fundraisers. But this time she sold her 4 sweatshirts out of her 150 goal. So she's on her way. And now people are giving her money. You know, people told me today. Hey, Marie. Hey, Mary. Hey, Pretty Bird. Hey, Nanette. We'd have a great Thanksgiving filled with love. Yeah, and I'm going to get off this topic. I don't want to sit and bash and bash and bash. But like I said, if nobody responds to what she's doing, then her narrative is going to be the truth, as far as everybody's concerned. And since there are such an influx of new people, I'm just doing my small little part to put an alternative truth out there. Hashtag drug money. Exactly, Amber. So, you know, she's got this GoFundMe going on today, which is fine. I don't begrudge anybody of Super Chat money or GoFundMe money, but it's awfully ironic that she has drugged every single person who has had a GoFundMe, including myself, since the beginning of time. I would never do that. I don't have a GoFundMe for life. I make it on my own. Blah, 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 blah. Why is she doing a GoFundMe? Because she wants to supposedly open up her porn shop again. She wants to recreate Passionati. And I hope for her that she does. Like I said, I don't have any ounce of jealousy or anything when people are giving her money. I think that'll make her happier. That'll make her more peaceful. Maybe she can buy some actual furniture. You know, have some things and be proud of those things. There's nothing wrong with that. But I doubt that that is actually going to come to fruition. I would be highly surprised if she actually gets new boobs or she actually opens up that shop, because she's just not a follower through her. She's just not. But I don't reckon that anybody who's given her money is going to say, oh, I want my money back because I gave it to open up a shop and you're not opening it up. People give money because they care. And that's what she didn't understand about the whole Kathy situation, is that nobody wanted their money back. Nobody. They gave money to Kathy because they cared about her. And whether she was sick from A reason or B reason, they didn't care. So she needs to stop, or she hasn't apologized for anything that she's done. She just wants to move on, act like it hasn't happened. Meanwhile, she's left a trail of people that she has hurt and continued to slander. Mandy being one of the most people that she just can, Mandy, she cannot get you off her mind. I swear to God, she has talked about you, like somebody else said, in every stream she has done, every stream I've seen, she has talked about you, and you are the, you know, original creator of this drug ring. Oh, I am, according to her, somehow the master of it all, but I'm just like the godfather step back, and you are the mastermind behind all of this. And, you know, she said in the stream I watched again today, she said, I got this package of makeup and it came with strings attached and I have trouble trusting people. Bullshit. What were the strings, Trisha? I know you're watching this, so why don't you tell us what the strings are that Mandy attached to that box, which anybody would have given, you know, anything to get. That was such an amazing, thoughtful, and it wasn't just makeup. It was the part that I saw. She had picked out jewelry for your daughter, and hey, Miss Bethy, and you, specific to like the little charms that would reflect both of your interests. I mean, it was such a personal, amazing box of love, and the fact that you even had the audacity to go and say that it was counterfeit or there were strings attached is malarkey. There's a word for you, Marie. It's malarkey. So I just think, you know, call her, ask her, call her out on her proof. What were the strings? What is it that Mandy said? Well, I've already given you the box, but hey, Uber, you can't use the makeup unless you do this. I mean, come on, she's already given you all the gifts. What strings attached could that possibly be? Like, it doesn't even make logical sense. And she's never said what the strings were. I know. Miss Christie 74, so sick about hearing about that box. And sick of hearing about Mandy and the drugs and the money. Mandy can do whatever the hell she wants, and she can't wrap her brain around the fact that Mandy has extra money and she's a generous person, and that's her prerogative. She just has to create this crazy alternative reality of, no, it was pills involved and her husband and under investigation. Bullshit. Nobody is under investigation. Only person that's going to be under investigation is you. I know. Yeah, she mentions me a lot too. Lately it's been Mandy, and I just feel bad. I feel like, damn, if these new people are coming in, I mean, she doesn't mention you by name, but they could probably figure out. These people are going to be, and I know Mandy's wanting to start her channel, and I just, if nobody is speaking out for her, then these people are going to be like, oh, this chick is, you know, a weirdo. So I know we don't want to give her a lot of attention, but I just feel like it's time that somebody stands out and says, this is wrong. Mandy is not that person. And I'm sure it's the second that somebody sees Mandy, they're going to be like, okay, no, not true. But, you know, you don't want to go into opening up a new channel with that sort of mentality. Yeah, Uber is waiting for Mandy's channel. We all are. Well, I know she's been really sick. So that got delayed a little bit. But Mandy, so far we hear you're feeling better. So we're all waiting. That would be a great Christmas gift for all of us. If somebody publicly accused my husband of such things, I'd tie their ass up in court for the next 5 years. And, you know, she keeps talking about these people, but there are active, you know, court cases going on. She said that Mandy paid for my lawyer because somehow she can't wrap her brain around the fact that I could afford Onslow County finest lawyer, which, y'all, just side note, not that big of a deal. Not that extravagant. But anyway, so I mean, just out of the clear blue, with absolutely no proof, no anything, just said, bloop, I'm going to say that Mandy's paying for her lawyer, which she does with everything. She just picks it out of the air and then says it's truth. And it's so disgusting, so wrong. Do that with your own life, Trisha. Do that with your own life. Make believe your childhood, make believe your sexual assault, exaggerate everything that's ever happened to you, but stop talking about other people. Stop talking about fucking other people. It's disgusting. It's wrong. And I'm telling you, there's a few people with money or have the means to that aren't going to put up with it. And you think you don't have anything for them to get, but I promise you, they will hurt you. And you will, you will be sorry that you said all those things. So, what another thing was about the doxing. You know, I already said that if you're going to put every tiny bit of your life on YouTube, then, or on the internet, then you are going to be doxed, honey. That's just the way it is. But for her to complain for one tiny second about her being doxed is so hideous. Do you all remember how many times she has put up my house? You know, she took the time to look it up like the stalker she is and put up where I've lived and where I've lived in the past. She has found out who my ex-boyfriends are. She has found out vehicles that I've owned and vehicles that my mother and other family members have owned, and has shown it on YouTube to everybody. She also has shown my phone number and address. Now, bitch, why are you going to say to other people, stop doxing me, oh my God, I want to be able to live my life, and what am I'm not safe, I'm not safe. When you're the one looking on DMV records and housing records and posting them for everybody to see. Do you not see the hypocrisy in your entire nature? Everything you do is hypocritical. It's disgusting. Trash bag is an e-bagger. Yeah, she is. So what? Some people are, but stop criticizing other people for being it when you're yourself it. Do we see a theme here? Can you get the theme? Hey, Tammy. So, I just think that the last couple things I'm going to say are, you know, she's never apologized for what she's done to me or Mandy or anybody else. And she said she was provoked. She wasn't provoked. The only thing I did to her was contact her daughter. Trisha, I am sorry I contacted your daughter. I thought that she was in trouble. I thought she was younger than she was. I had no idea that this was her entire childhood and life, and she was used to you being a psychotic weirdo and having false breakdowns. So I would have never contacted her to see if she needed help. I apologize. That is the only thing I've done to that woman. So that justifies her saying I called her school, saying I called her daughter's job, saying I called her friends, sending her pizza with extra pepper on it, saying I stalked her, saying I stole her underwear. I mean, does that justify all that? I mean, you take a little teeny piece of, and then you go, I mean, oh, God. My phone's about to die, so I'm going to have to plug in. And then just briefly, the sex toy video that I heard about, and Uber did such a great video on, y'all need to watch. It was hysterical. Let's see, where am I going to plug in? I guess I'll go over here. You know, was so inappropriate. She didn't even put a warning on, you know, what do you call it? A restriction on it, age restriction. And she's rubbing vibrators on herself and lubricators on herself, which, you know, is fine. I'm not sexually prudent or, you know, like a prude at all. But you don't have an age restriction on that. Plus, you know your children are watching you. And you've already talked explicitly about orgasming and things of this nature. Whatever. I would just, if your goal is to try to I don't think, like I said, she has talked about having sex right afterwards, or the morning afterwards. Or remember that time where she was like, I just had great sex this morning, Sean was this and Sean was that. Y'all remember that? That was like over the summer. It was like disgusting. She went in graphic detail. And then she spent the summer talking about that when she left Sean. It was disgusting. But anyway, I think it's pretty pathetic that you made it very clear that your best lover is a plastic item. I mean, I'm just saying. You're I would be so emasculated if I were Sean. I would be like, bitch, get the fuck out of my house. But he just, like the whip boy he is, he just sits there and ha ha, not realizing that he's being made a fool of. She clearly said that she has not orgasmed in the entire time she's been with him, and since she has been sexually abused, and that her clitoris was re-stimulated. Okay, well, that just totally threw him under the bus. That's private talk. That's things that you share with him and between you and your spouse, Oh, by the way, I was going to say, if you want to see a great pair of tits, Sean's ex-wife has an amazing pair of tits. I'm just saying. I don't know if they're real or not, but damn, if they are, whew, I can see why Trisha's trying to keep up. Let's just put it that way. So I think that's very interesting. She's supposed to be gay, and I think she very well might be. And I think that she's just in that marriage for convenience sake. She's not going to be able to get her own health insurance and afford everything, so she realizes, well, I've whipped Sean enough that I can pretty much do what I want to. Now I'm living alone, child-free, husband-free, and I can live my own life. I mean, honest to God, if she were to say, I want to be with a woman, whipped Sean would be like, oh, well, okay, I guess that's all right. I understand. I mean, he is just, I don't know where he lost his balls. They must have been shot off somewhere. But anyway, that's my little bitching. That was, like I said, just from this one stream. But I did want to stand up for Mandy and just clarify a few things. I'm sure there's a lot more, and y'all can tell me. But I just wanted to say hello and see how everybody's doing. So I'll come back to the chat and see what everybody has to say. The vacuum got a Marla. Something. He's not a bad guy. He's done some crappy things and said some shitty things about me and B and other people. But he's just so submissive. Sissy Sean said that TT's clit was missing, then she got mad. Oh, really? Can you repeat everything you said in the last half hour? My son, who is a Marine, called and I missed it. Oh, Devil Dog Mom, I don't think anybody wants me to do that. But just watch when the stream ends. You can watch it again. Being a combat veteran doesn't give him a pass. The fact that he identifies as a combat veteran, I'm not a veteran. I don't have veterans in my, well, I mean, I do, but I've never known anybody to distinguish himself as a combat veteran. And people who are married to veterans or are veterans would say that that's really bizarre. You are a veteran, period. Sean is getting in uniform later and showing us his gun. Ooh, how exciting. Oh, and I heard her say that she lied about saying that he was horrible in bed and had a small dick and shit stains and didn't wash his hands because she didn't want other women going after her man. Oh my God. Truthfully, Trisha, the biggest liar on the planet. Christy says, what the heck? I'm a pretty blunt person, but I've never said stuff like that. Says, I don't want to see his gun. Exactly. Trash bag letting little kids watch her porn talk. Gross, gross. Now, I talked to somebody just yesterday who said that their child was watching their video, which, you know, is the parents' fault for not supervising, but the little girl thought that it was a toy and said, oh, mommy, I want that toy. I don't know if she walked by when the mother was watching or something, but there's age restrictions for a reason. A loser with a gun, fuck out of here. I'm gonna look for my clit. Rose, you're funny. Tamara, you didn't hear that stream? I actually felt bad for him. Which stream was it? Chicken head, yeah. I just don't know. I have a theory that when a man gets cheated on and their wife leaves them, that if they were truly in love with that person, then they get, like, married. What's that song? If you can't make a pretty woman your wife, make an ugly woman, she'll love you for the rest of your life. I think that's very true. And I think that if you lose the love of your life because they cheated on you or left you, then you want somebody who you know will never leave you, who's stable, not stable, but who is beneath you. And I think that might be true because he just doesn't want to be left again. And I think he knows that Trisha is completely financially dependent on him. So, Tam, it was brutal, Christy said. Here comes the drug ring talk. Oh, God. Is she doing that now? I wonder where TT's daughter is living. With her father? No. I'm almost positive she's living with her boyfriend's parents. Which she herself, the little girl herself said that they are normal, you know, have what would be considered a healthy family dynamic, and I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy that she can see that and experience that, at least in her last year of school. You know, do you think that Trisha's even going to be invited to her graduation? Do you think she's even going to want her there? And the fact that it doesn't even faze her. If there's a drug ring for real, she is hurting the possibility that people would ever even look into that. LOL. We should probably start hiding dope and makeup. No one will look there now thanks to TT. All right. Oh, gosh. I don't know who would do that, but... Paparazzi says she's supposed to get a small loan for tits, she said. But I bet they will file bankruptcy afterwards. I'm surprised they haven't already. Her daughter is better off from the selfish bitch, says Aunt Mimi. I agree. Like I said, I hope she's having a good experience with, if she's with her boyfriend's family, which obviously CPS deemed as a better household than her own, because they flat out said that it's not a safe household. It's emotionally unstable. You got booted off last night for saying barf when she started rubbing his face. Ooh, I missed that, Donna. Yuck. Donna, I kept hearing her say, Donna, Donna, Donna. There must have been a Donna that was giving her money. Because she was, oh, that's the little part that I saw. Tori, check out Glitter and Laser's channel. She is big and has a great channel. Oh, cool. I wanted to talk about some good channels for people to watch. Tits for Bankruptcy, hashtag morally and financially bankrupt. Amen. Nikki killed me last night. We were on a group chat with several people. Some of them are in here. and there was like a lot of static going on, and we were trying to figure out where it was coming from. And Nikki didn't miss a beat. She said, "Marla, are you rubbing that on your lacy shirt with your pearls? Are you rubbing your phone on your lacy shirt?" I died. It was so funny. And she was serious too. Like, she was 90% serious. Like, seriously, are you rubbing that on your lacy shirt? Because we got to get rid of the static. It was so cute. Nikki. Hashtag lacy shirt and pearls. Now, you can get a loan for cosmetic surgery. It's called, oh shit, I can't remember. But when I worked in the dentist office, people would get it for, you know, they could get it just for not cosmetic work, but if they wanted like Invisalign or something. What is that called? And it was fairly good rates and everything. I mean, they were comparable to credit card rates. So, I mean, like 17%, 20%, 22%. So, I mean, it wasn't great, but you could get a loan. Care credit. That's what it's called. Care credit. Yep. So, I mean, she can definitely do that if that's what she chooses to spend her money on. Like I said, doesn't that speak volumes about what she puts importance on? She'd rather have new tits than a new car, because that's what her driving force is. Okay. But what message are you sending to your daughter? Paula went live after the alleged sexual encounter. I can't afford that. Well, I just think that if you are very unhappy with any part of your body, I think you should, and if you can, do something about it. But there's, you know, this to me is something different. I don't know. That part of it, that's your business. They are living separate and saying they are separated so that they can get benefits and whatever else. Oh, really, Amanda? I just think that you know, they're going to keep getting in these massive fights if they live together. Yeah, you can get loans. You get loans for plastic surgery. Of course, they want to stay in business. But, you know, I don't understand how it's, you know, I'm not in their finances, but I just think it's odd that she made such a big deal out of just 12 months ago that they couldn't even afford Christmas presents or anything, but now you're getting new tits. Okay. I hope things have worked out better for you. Maybe, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all if she's using this GoFundMe money to support that. And she has every right to. There's no binding agreement that if you donate money to somebody that they have to use it for what they said they were. You know? People might be pissed about it, but it's not like a legally offensive thing, you know? Zane Sideways, shut the fuck up with that bullshit. Last warning. What happened with Zane? Let me see who this Zane guy is. I missed him. I don't see him. Zane, what the hell are you saying? Yes, you can, Amber K. Hashtag nobody. You all, if you want to see a hilarious, really cute girl that will make your day, she'll make you laugh, and you'll learn something. And she's a new YouTuber that so far has only made 2 videos, but she is awesome. I mean, truly, I wouldn't shout out somebody this highly unless I really believed in them. Look up Amber K. K-A-Y. She is incredible. And for some reason on her last stream, I don't know if TT's people came after her or what, or if she even knows who that is. But she got a lot of thumbs down, and I have no idea why. She was hysterical. She was reviewing Jaclyn Hill's palette. And she is just adorable. So y'all go look at Amber K. Amber K. Go check out her YouTube channel. Irish just shut it, Marla. Amber's a nobody. Hashtag nobody. Right. That's what I meant. Hashtag Amber's a nobody. Y'all, that's just an inside joke from last night. Zara XX is the same person they mentioned earlier. Y'all, I'm going to love traveling down this rabbit hole. Oh, okay. Oh, that's who the horse lady is. Well, they deserve each other. I was feeling sorry, like the woman didn't know what she was getting into. SSI disability doesn't have anything to do with where you've worked. It's taken out of a completely different fund. Right, Jennifer. And, you know, I mean, this has been from streams past. I'm sure she's still talking about it. But, oh, I have SSDI, not SSI. It's not the welfare version. Well, bitch, a lot of people receiving the welfare version are because they were disabled from birth. And they didn't have the ability or the chance to work like you did. How dare you look down on them and act like you deserve it more than they do just because it is very difficult to receive that. More difficult than SSDI. You have to have some sort of debilitating illness basically from birth or you know, in your childhood that made it absolutely impossible for you to work. So, my God, you are supposed to be the proponent of poor people, but yet you put them down at every chance. You are the biggest fucking hypocrite I've ever seen, and it disgusts me. Irish says, Zari, she clearly don't know TT. She will. Nobody tomorrow will TT realize her funding can with strings attached. I tell you what, let's say I just want to make proof that Trisha watches everything I do and watches everything a lot of us do, even though she says, I mean, she clearly doesn't like me. So if you don't like me, turn me off, right? Isn't that her big motive, her big lesson in life? I just wanted to think, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something not in the stream, but coming up, and I'm going to prove that she is hashtag stalker. I hope you read this next one I write. Okay, Zara. Hi, I got blocked for asking about MB. She's from mine and Nick's spider community. She's faked having stage 4 cancer and died on a live stream. Oh, God. Now she's in there giving Trish money to co-own the company. Oh, God. Zara, I don't know anything about that. Who is it? Who is MB? And who are you talking about? Yeah, Christy said it took 9 years to get her diagnosis, and she has the most horrific diagnosis, CRPS, which is horrible. The pain, most people end up ending their own lives because they can't stand the pain. Oh, okay, pretty bird. That's why I said they deserve each other. Who is the person? Sorry for telling the truth, Zane says. TT ran my sister off YouTube for trolling her. Oh, really? Jennifer Custer says, just sneaky thank you. It's my life's work to get her off social media. I guess that's what that means, SS. Maybe not. Makes sense. Christy. Oh, God, that makes me so devastated. Christy said, oh, God. Christy said, I've had a gun in my mouth more than once. It definitely sucks. I had to sell it. Didn't trust myself, being honest. Christy, I hope that you understand the sincerity of my words when I tell you I understand. Chronic pain is horrible. It takes away your life. It's taken away a decade of my life, and it has Christy too. And I'm so sorry, and I appreciate you being honest about that, because when you come out of the shadows and you're able to be truthful about your experience with it, it makes other people not feel so ashamed and so alone. Amber, you're right on your way, baby girl. Hashtag nobody Amber K. Everybody look her up. Robin says, Christy, I'm so sorry. We love you. And I guarantee you, Christy is not a suicidal person. She might not even be a depressed person by nature. But this type of chronic pain steals your joy, steals your mental stability. And I definitely was on the other side of it, where I judge people, like, just get over it. Isn't there something you can take? There's got to be somebody that can give you something. Why are you, crying, bawling, squalling about this? And now I know. Now I know it's not that easy. And pain management is really, really hard. Who are you talking about, Zara, that died on a live stream? Robin, you've been there? Yeah. I mean, if anything, like I can get really down about it and think about all the things that I could have done instead of dealing with this pain and all the bad roads it's led me down during these past 9 years. I probably would have gotten married and had kids and things like that. Who knows? I would have advanced in my career and been successful and had a bigger house and blah, blah, blah. So many things that I feel like this is stolen from me. But what I get in return is empathy, compassion, humility. And it's just God's plan for me. I can't judge it. I believe that there is a life beyond this. And I believe that your life beyond this is going to be better. And I just look forward to that, and try every day to make this life as good as I can, and be grateful for the many, many gifts and people I have in my life that I do appreciate. And that's all I can do without going crazy. Because if I really, truly reflect on it, it makes me insane. I'm just going to be honest. I'd be right where Christy was saying. Oh, Nanette, thank you for saying that. But I'm also, truthfully, I would have probably never been on YouTube had this not happened to me, because I would have been too busy, YouTube does attract people who have more time on their hands due to whatever reason. No, not always, but in general it does. And because of that, I've met a ton of amazing people. Nikki and Amber and many other people that I've had close relationships with. And also people, when I did my last stream and I was talking about my foot surgery and what was going to happen, just because y'all care, and I appreciate that so much. It seemed like every other person was talking about their debilitating nerve issues or pain or whatever had happened to them that was very similar to me. And it made me, it just made, even though you don't want somebody else to be in as much pain, as soon as I hear somebody is starting with pain, I'm like, I start freaking out for them, because I don't want them to go down that road if they can avoid it. But it also makes me feel not so alone, which is amazing. My skin is awful. I've gained weight. I'm lonely. Lupus did this. It took everything. Mary, I'm so sorry. Lupus is a very scary thing. It affects your whole being. Mother girl, you know I'm here to talk if you ever need to. I'm serious 24/7. Christy, I'm probably going to be taking you up on that, honey. Because this surgery is going to do me in. Well, not do me in. That's not true. I'm going to be positive about it, but I'm sure there's going to be a point in this 6-month I can't even walk that I'm going to get frustrated. This psycho lady whose name makes no sense, Brias or MB, faked her death on live stream and gave Trisha fake money today on PayPal. Okay, that's who it is. That's MB they were talking about. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, what are they saying? I'm going to give you $1,000 and then, you know, there's no, you know, nobody's actually being accountable for that? Come on. And Zara knows this person from before. Wow. Well, how do you say her name? Rias? MB Rias died 3 times. There's so many videos about MB and her horrible lies. Oh, they sound like the perfect couple, don't they? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Christy. I still haven't checked all that, but I know it's there, and I appreciate that so much. And, honey, I'll give you mine, because I think we could help each other. Tamara says, I only call Christy when her hubby sleeps so I can wake him up. Oh. And Tamara, I just want to give a shout out to your cute cousin who liked my Shrimp and Grits video. And I told you could give him my email, because I would love to get to know him. He seems like a really nice guy. Several people on her panel right now. She had a meltdown and couldn't hold it together, so everyone to jump in. Oh, God, what was the meltdown about? She hit the keyboard. Good God, what was the fucking meltdown about? Tamara is the bestest. Yeah, she seems like an amazing person. I love getting to know her. I'm just so grateful that you all felt comfortable coming in here. Christy and Tamara, and, you know, that makes me so happy because you all are gems. Truly gems. She melted over a lady who was hungry, popping her donation bubble. Oh. God, the lies. Well, I'm glad it's making her happy for a minute. Oh, Uber says Tamara checks up on me also. She's a doll. Tamara, you're getting all kinds of props. She needs to make a goal for selling her hoodies so she can buy more sex toys, Laurie said. Hey, Laurie. Yeah. Well, she said she sold 50 out of her 150. I'm sorry. She sold 4 out of her 150 goal. I heard. Which is, honest to God, better than she's ever done. So, Amber, well, you're a nobody. Hashtag nobody checks up on me, Amber K says. Yeah, well, you're a nobody. Oh, Tamara is my bitch, says Christy. Laurie, how are you feeling, honey? Oh my God. MB is talking about assisted suicide in TT's chat. Lacy shirt and pearls. Gives a shit about you, Amber. She did about 12 hangouts in preparation for her assisted suicide due to her stage 4 fake cancer, and sang show tunes, cried, and want everyone to light a candle for her. Boy, she sure sounds like somebody else. Wow. Match made in heaven, Running Labs. Right. Oh, that's true. When disability finds out about this money, they're going to want a piece of it or they're going to shut her off. You're exactly right. Marla, we got to get over there. Come on, Marla. This woman sounds better than Trisha Andreno. Yeah, for sure. I need to find this channel. New entertainment, right? This fucking psych ward over there. Add me on Twitter, Bethy. Okay, Bethy, you need to add, who was that? Oh, I won't go back. Oh, yeah, well, Dawn. Add Dawn. Let's go on a field trip. Let's go over to her channel. Dueling narcissists. They should sell tickets. Exactly, Donna. Oh, my God. I love it. MB is equal level cray, says Running Labs. MB and TT comparing psych ward notes. Oh my goodness. Well, she was going to attract them eventually. You know, and I hate to burst her bubble. I don't know what she was expecting. She got all super excited after the Dr. Phil show, and she got a big spike in her subscriber count. And for a while, a lot of people were watching. Well, that quickly died down. And now she's just there with me, you know, little old me. Back to, you know, less than 1,500 views and around 100 people average watching. I mean, everybody left. They got bored or, you know, came to see what they wanted to see and left. MB and TGL are longtime arch enemies. Now, who's TGL? TGL. FYI, she's got less views now than before. Yep, Amber, I think you're right. I think you're exactly right. Oh, Amber, Amber says, Christy, she's a lost cause. She doesn't deserve a friend like you. Christy, you are, I mean, everybody has raved about what a great friend you are, so she sure missed the boat on that one. Kat is the one that Takedown Man called out and that Katie also said was now officially trash. Oh, yes. Glamorous Life, right? Isn't that who that is? That was in some of Trisha's streams. And I did hear something about faking cancer and cashing checks or something that weren't hers. Yeah. And I'm surprised that Katie said that about her, because Katie really liked her for a while and said, you know, she's always been good to me and I don't have a problem with her. But now she came out and said that she was trash, huh? Tamara says, Christy's always there for me night and day. And Tori says, TT blocked me. I'm hurt because I've been neutral and never spoke anything about her ever. Wow. Oh, honey, I wouldn't be surprised. That's why she gets so many trolls, because she blocks so many people. And people want to come in and speak their mind. I just have no respect for people that won't consider criticism. You know, just if somebody is being outrageous and obnoxious, okay, block them. But you won't even consider somebody calling you out or questioning you on anything. That's a fucking dictator. That is, you know, Mussolini, Hitler status, you know? She's talking shit, Uber. She did a giveaway and used these people info to scam. Oh, I didn't know she did a giveaway. I missed that. Oh, are you talking about Glamorous Life? I think I might have seen a little bit of her one time when they were talking about her for the first time, back with Kate, when Katie, I think she might have been on Katie's chat, and I was like, okay, who's this? Hey, Deborah Daly. Okay, Tamara, we're getting married. Oh, yeah, marrying Marla off. Sorry. That's right. I'm ready. No, your cousin does seem like a sweetheart. I want to invite to the wedding. Oh, my God. Wouldn't that be fun? TT gave away lube samples. Oh, okay. How wonderful. Belinda, I can see you, sweetie. I just now saw you. Yeah, if her mouth is moving, she is lying. You're exactly right, Nikki. But I just wanted to clarify, you know, all that shit, you know, she can't complain about anybody doxing her. She's the ultimate doxer. I mean, you all know how many times she has put my house up and showed, you know, price and everything and tried to put up my cars. I don't know if she's ever gotten that correct. I actually have 2 vehicles, so I don't think she's ever gotten that correct. I don't know. And I think she showed the house that I used to live in. I mean, sicko. Sicko. I have tried to apologize and be unblocked from Trisha to see what would happen. She refuses to unblock me. No, ain't her, Belinda. Exactly. No, she's not going to do that. That's the way she wants to run her life. She runs her real life like her YouTube channel. She wants to block and stalk whoever she wants to. If they're bothering her or calling her on her shit, even if it's, you know, for a good reason, she's going to block them. Just like Sean, he's learned, God bless him, over these 8 years, he has learned that if you don't want to be blocked, then you're going to say what she wants to hear. Tammy says, thought you left us, Belinda. Good to see you. Uber, are you still planning on doing your little Christmas thing? Oh, I know. TT has no life, says Irish Mom, and is eating 10 and eating in 10-second showers. Yeah, that shower the only shower I've actually seen her take, y'all, I'm not kidding. It was less than 15 seconds. She jumped in, and jumped out. And I was like, she couldn't even have lathered a bar of soap during that time. Hashtag nasty, nasty. Nasty girl. Hey, Jenny. I'm good, honey. I am trying to get my list together. I'm going to stay home tonight and get my grocery list tomorrow together because I'm going to try to do the big shop tomorrow for all the Thanksgiving stuff. And I guess I'm gonna do, you know, my family doesn't really like dark meat, so this is the first year I've ever done this, but I'm gonna get 2 turkey breasts, like bone-in turkey breasts, and do that rather than the whole turkey. It's probably gonna be a little bit more expensive, but I want leftover turkey to, you know, make soup or sandwiches with. That's the only, hey, Brandy. There's only 2 things that I like left over with turkey, but nobody really eats the dark meat, so it's like all this wasted bird. So I'm going to do that this year. And the only other thing I make is I make a Brussels sprout dish. It's really good. It's shaved Brussels sprouts with hazelnuts and pancetta. It's awesome. If you don't like Brussels sprouts, I think you'll like this. And let me think. I think that's the only thing I'm responsible for, which isn't too bad at all. Pink Diamond. Hey, sweetie, I have a ham instead of turkey. Then I make a ham and bean soup. Oh, God, I bet that's good. I love ham. You only like the dark meat, Tamara. Well, you know what? Our families are just meant to be together. You can have the dark meat, I'll have the white. Oh, that sounds so good, Tori. Wrap turkey breast in turkey bacon, wrapped in foil and baked till golden brown. It's awesome. You know, now tell me if I'm crazy. I don't like the way that leftover turkey smells when you heat it up. I mean, that's what I said. I don't mind it on a sandwich, and I don't mind it in soup. But it creates a smell. I know that you're probably going to be like, what? But I just don't like it. Oh, Smitten Kitten, you're getting ready to eat. Good for you. It smells, yeah, it smells gross. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Like shit. Leftover beef too, yeah. Oh. Well, you all have been so fun to talk to. I think I am going to get off and try to carry on with my chores. But hope everybody has a good Saturday. It doesn't feel like Saturday, does it? I've talked to so many people who are like, what day is it? It feels like a weekday to me. It feels like a non-day. Like it's a non, what day is this? I think that's just because the holiday is coming up and people are anticipating it. So I don't know, it just feels weird. Does anybody else feel like that? Yeah, Blonde, you don't like that turkey smell either. I don't mind when it's cooked for the first time. Excuse me, it smells really good, but something about when it rests and it reheats, it's like, ugh. I think I'm getting the hiccups. Yes, everybody have an amazing night. Hugs and kisses. Thank you for listening to me while I bitch for a little while. Y'all are all precious to me. Yes. Tamara, give your cousin my email and I'll look for an email from him, okay? Exactly, Christy. You're exactly right, darling. Love you all, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Maybe tomorrow or a day or so later. But good night, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend.